Hello everyone. In this video we will see arrays in PHP. Arrays in PHP. First we will see what is array. Array is simply a variable, a special variable which can store multiple values in it. So coming to our IDE, we will first create a file here and save this as arrays.php, and the basic syntax of PHP. So what we have defined arrays, it is the variable which can store multiple values. For example, if a single variable, if I have stored 10, so I am creating a variable and storing a value in it. If I have to store another value, then I will create another variable s2 and give it some value 20. So but if the number of values is much more, like 100, 200, so it is impossible for us to create 200 variables to store 200 values. In that case, we can use arrays. So in programming, in every language like C, C++, Java, any language, arrays are very frequently used. Arrays are the basics of programming language. So to store multiple values in a single variable, we use arrays. Now I will show you how to use a single variable and to store multiple values. Like s1 here, I am creating an array, and then key value, then values, value 1, value 2, value 2, value 3, as you can see, the s1 variable here, it's an array, and I have stored 3 values in it: value 1, value 2, and value 3. These are string values. So s1 stores 3 values. Now the second thing is, if a single variable stores multiple values, then how to access those multiple values from a single variable? For that, we have to use index of this variable. For example, I'm echoing s1 of 0. I will save this and come to the browser. We will see value 1. So by using this index of index variable, like for this value 1, the index is 0, and for this value 2, index is 1, and for this value 3, index is 2. By default, the index of array is from 0, like the first element in the array has the index 0, the second element has index 1. Now I am printing s1 of index at index 1, and we will see on the output screen what will be printed. It should be printed value 2. So refreshing it, value 2. Similarly, if I am using index 2 and value 3. Now if I will change this index to 4, and coming on the browser, we will see the output. You can see undefined offset on line 3. It is giving me errors because it is the array contains only 3 values from index 1 to index 2. If I am using index 3 or 4, it is giving me error. So because it is out of bounds of an array. Now the arrays in PHP are of 3 types, like the indexed arrays, as we have seen it here. This is an index array. by using the index of a variable, we can use the value of that variable in our program. And the second one is associative arrays, arrays with named keys. In associative arrays, we have key value pairs. We will see this that one also. And the third one is multi-dimensional array. So we will see, first we have seen the indexed array. By using the index of a variable, we can access the values of array which are stored inside an array. We can access them. In associative arrays, we will see how to use key and value pairs. So let's take another example of this indexed array. For example, here's a variable. First I will use this echo statement. This is HTML break, and I will create another variable s2 and array, comma, actually remove this 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is a value of array, and I will use for each loop. For each dollar of s2 as dollar of s echo dollar of s dot so coming to the output screen, refresh it, 10, 20, 30, 40. So now we will discuss it what we have written here. You can see the value of array is 10, 20, 30, 40. I haven't used single quotes here because in this case we have typed them as integers like 10, 20, 30, 40. So then we have used a for each loop to print every element inside this array s2. So this is the syntax we have already discussed in loops, for loops. So if you haven't watched that very video, please first see this video series from the beginning. It will make more sense then. Now this was about indexed array. Now we will see associative arrays. Associative arrays, and we will create a first. Coming to the output window, we will see the result associative arrays. Then about associative arrays, that will be printed here below this associative arrays. Now associative arrays are simply we have to write array, then here we have to give array name. I am using array name as a name of this variable, and then we have to give some value. Key I am using here a, and its value will be 10. B, this is the syntax in define we use in these associative arrays. 20, 30, 40, C and D. Now we will copy this for each loop here and paste it here, and now coming to the output window, 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is the way we use associative arrays. Now if we want to change the value, the advantage using associative arrays is we can alter the value of any element by using as index as well as the key here. Like I am giving some array name, then this the value of key, like a, I'm assigning value 50 to it. Then we will see on the output window the first item in place of 10, 50 will be printed. I'm refreshing it in the page. You can see 50, 20, 30 and 40. So this is the way we use associative arrays in PHP, and this is the way how we can alter the value of these elements of array using the key value. So I have used it here key a, it is the first element. It was first assigned 10, then we have assigned 50 to it. So this is another syntax we can use here. I will score value. In here we can give a different message like echo key, then dot dollar of x, and then value, give some space here, and dollar of x underscore value, and obviously the HTML break. Let's save this and let us see on the browser what's the output. Undefined variable x. Oh, sorry, actually we have used x here, but we will use x here also. Now key A value 50, key B value 20, key C value 30, and key D value 40. So this was about arrays in PHP. There are two types of arrays, like indexed arrays and associative arrays, and the third one is multi-dimensional arrays. We will discuss that one in another video. So this was all about arrays and how to navigate through every element of array using for each loop, or we can use also a simple for loop. By using index we can use a simple for loop to navigate through the array. So please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel Technophile.